Hello physics, this is a quick video on how to create a graph in Excel for the measuring acceleration lab. First thing you need to do is bring up Excel. Now I have mine desktop because I use it a lot. I also have it across the bottom bookmarked, again because I use it a lot. You may have to go into the search bar and do that, look for Excel that way. But no matter how to get Excel, it'll look like this when you open it up. Now mine always had data in it to save some time. So what I've done already is if I look at my lab, so this is my version of the lab, and I go down and I get to the data I collected for table 1. There's my data. I didn't collect enough for the first 2 and didn't feel like making it better, but you should have 6 trials. And I have these average times for each of the distances. So in Excel, I have in column A, I have average time, all those listed. I did it down to 3 decimal places. And then for distance, I have the distance traveled in centimeters. Now you do want to make sure that A is the average time and B is the distance. Essentially, whatever you put in A will be along your x-axis, whatever you put in Y will be on your y-axis. I'm doing it like this because most of our graphs have always had time across the bottom, and we looked at what happened to velocity, what happened to acceleration. What I'm going to do here is, even though we changed the distance, making it the independent variable and should be on the x-axis, because of the way our graphs have been shown, I'm going to flip them. Makes a little more sense. So what you want to do to make a graph is highlight your data, just your data. And then once you have your data highlighted, you're going to go Insert, and then up across the top, you're going to have this thing that says Charts, and got this one with the whole dots in it. If you hit the down arrow, you're going to get a bunch of choices of that scatter plot. I like to use the one that connects the dots or the one that doesn't connect the dots at all. I'm going to, for this lab, I'm going to use to connect the dots. So with that, this is a graph. So you're good to go, except for now you have to label it properly. In the lab, it said to title the chart. Let's see, I'm going to read it right off of it. Table A, position versus time. So I'm going to do that. Table A, position versus time. Okay, that's it for the title. You do need to put on your axes, labeling what the x-axis and y-axis are. So I go up here, if I hit the table itself, just tap it, you're going to see this plus come up. Those are different elements you can add to your chart. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to add my axis titles. When I do that, they'll leave you spaces to put your axis titles. For this graph, the y-axis is the distance, and that's in centimeters. And along the x-axis is my time, and that's in seconds. And that's it. You've made your graph. Now I just got to put it into my lab. So in order to do that, you're going to take this graph that you've made, tap on it, and then right-click, copy, and then go to the graph that you have saved of your own, and where it says copy and place below the graph below, I'm just going to go below that and paste. And you can either paste as a picture or other things. One of the things about putting it in as anything but a picture is it will change as you change your Excel chart. So if you try to use the same exact Excel chart every single time, it's going to change your graphs in your Word document. So I like to put it as a picture. There it is, and I'm done. So now all I have to do is make it a size that I'm comfortable with. It may push some of your stuff down, so all you have to do is below it, just hit delete a few times until the next page shows back up, and you're done. Time to go on to table B and table C. Hopefully that helps. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Toodles.